Hello, everyone. Thank you for the nice introduction. First, I would just like to take this opportunity to thank Anja for all her help in the field of aerobiology in Slovenia. We really appreciate your work. And as you heard, my name is RAZBORŠEK, and I work in the National Laboratory of Health, Environment and Food in Ljubljana. And together with my two co-workers, Andreja Kofol Seliger and Anja Simčič, we represent the unit for aerobiology. Today, I will present to you the Pollen Information Service in Slovenia. I thought that maybe not a lot of you would be familiar with this field. So for the beginning, just a bit of background on aerobiology. Aerobiology is the study of airborne particles of biological origin or bioaerosols that are passively transported in the air. And among those bioaerosols is also pollen. It ranges in sizes from 10 to 200 micrometers. And it represents an important source of allergens, especially pollen from wind-pollinated plants. On this slide, I've displayed the most common allergenic pollen types in our region. The bigger picture represents the plant, and in the smaller circular ones, you can see the pollen grains. In the upper, there's a pollen grain under a SEM microscope, and in the lower one is a pollen grain under a light microscope. The pictures go from hazel, which begins its season in the beginning of the year, usually in January, and all the way to ragweed, which season is currently underway, and it will end at the end of September, or maybe at the beginning of in October at the east part of Slovenia. So in sensitive individuals, exposure or inhalation of pollen allergens may trigger allergic reactions in different organs, and most commonly in the nose with allergenic rhinitis, and in the eyes as conjunctivitis. Disease development depends on the duration of the exposure to pollen, the intensity of the exposure, and also the allergenic potential of pollen. And it's important also to know that pollen allergies are highly seasonal, which means that they occur in specific times of the year. So the prevalence of pollen allergies in Europe is estimated at about 40%. And what about Slovenia? First, I have to point out Slovenia's very specific geography, which means that in a quite small area, there are a lot of different phytogeographical regions with allergenic plants that belong to both Mediterranean regions and also the Central Europe. So a study from 2013 from Mihaela Zidaren showed us that the most common allergies in Slovenia are to birch pollen, followed by grasses and olive pollen. Here I've listed some possible climate change effects on pollen and its behavior. And they go from shifts in pollen seasons, prolonged pollen seasons, changes in pollen allergenicity and concentrations, shifts in geographical distribution of pollen, and also shifts in altitudinal distribution of pollen. And that is why timely and accurate pollen information is very important to help manage the allergies through preventive behavior, adjustments to daily activities, and also by appropriate use of medication. We've been monitoring pollen in Slovenia for 30 years now, and the sampling and analysis are carried out with the Hirst-type volumetric method. The sampling sites include measuring stations in Ljubljana, Maribor, Lendava, and Izola, and the samplers are placed on rooftops of higher buildings to ensure representative results. As you can see, this is our sampler on the first picture from Ljubljana. So then further goes the analysis. The analyses are done manually with a light microscope under 400 times magnification, and they're based on morphological characteristic of pollen grains. The results are daily average pollen concentrations given as number of pollen grains per cubic meter of air. And at the end, the results are entered in our internal database and also into the European Aerobiological Network database. We also try to pay a lot of importance to quality control by having qualified analysts, by attending inter-laboratory comparisons, and by method validation. So this brings us to the main topic of my presentation, the pollen information system. The pollen information is disseminated in a variety of different ways. So for example, the daily measurements are published on the official website using a traffic light system that indicates pollen concentrations as low, moderate, or high. Monthly reports are published in collaboration with the Slovenian Environmental Agency and are collected in the monthly bulletin called Naše okolje. Further, during peak pollen seasons, there is an increased demand in pollen-related informations that requires active communication with the media. And we support that by writing articles for newspapers and magazines, and also occasionally appearing on television. We also organize regional workshops in collaboration with the National Institute of Public Health, where we raise awareness among general population and also professionals about the importance of pollen monitoring. A very important type of public informations are also pollen forecasts. They're based on daily measurements, on meteorological data, on phytogeographical data, and also on expert interpretation, and they serve as a guideline for allergen avoidance. So the pollen forecast for Slovenia is published on the official website of the National Laboratory, along with an English version. And it's also a part of the biometeorological forecast published on the website of the Environmental Agency. For those who travel or are just interested in the pollen situation across Europe, there are pollen forecasts for other countries available on the website of ZAUM. Another type of public communication is also a brochure we created called Kaj je v zraku, or What is in the Air. The brochure contains 4 pollen calendars for each of our measuring stations. And pollen calendars are basically a graphical representation of the average pollen seasons of the most common allergenic type of pollen in our region, and represent a great orientation tool for allergy sufferers. So the brochure brings us to our newest acquisition, the free SMS service, which we promoted through this brochure. And the users of the free SMS service receive a weekly forecast via SMS and the link that redirects them to a more detailed forecast available on the website. So the SMS service offers advantages to both sides, to users and to the providers. The users get faster access to the latest pollen information, and we as the providers get indirect feedback on the occurrence of pollen allergies. So this brings us to the aim of our short study we did. So the aim was to confirm the correlation between the number of newly registered users of the SMS service and the progression of the allergenic pollen season, and also to evaluate the effectiveness of the SMS service. And here are the results. The observed period was between January 2024 and June 2025. And in this period, a total more than 2,100 users were registered. And this graph compares the number of new users per month, shown in the blue bars, with the average monthly pollen integrals, shown in orange. And the highest number of new registrations was observed in January and April in both years. And it aligns with the flowering period of plants from order Fagales. These are hazel, alder, birch, hornbeam, hop hornbeam, and oak. And the allergens of the order Phagales are structurally related and are the main cause of spring pollinosis. Another important allergen during this period is also ash pollen across the whole country, and the cypress pollen mainly in the Mediterranean region. The smaller peak was observed in May, and it was on account of the grass pollen season and the olive tree pollen season in the coastal part of Slovenia. And the smallest peak was observed in August on account of ragweed and mugwort pollen seasons. As I said, the users of our service receive link that redirects them to the official website, which still remains our main channel of communication. And this is how the forecast, pollen forecast in Slovenian language is displayed on the official website. So with some help with our website providers, we were able to analyze the website statistics. These are the results of the website traffic. Here I've displayed 3 graphs. The main one is the number of page views on forecast release day, and the others are the number of new users per week and the average monthly pollen integrals. And as you can see, all 3 graphs share a similar shape, which indicates a seasonal pattern. So the statistics told us that the peaks in page views occur between February and May, and the highest traffic was in late March and early April, which corresponds greatly with the polling season. And we also looked into the effectiveness of the communication, which also gave us encouraging results. An increase in website visits occurs either on the day the message is sent or on the following day. And in the summer months, summer months do show some slightly lower traffic, but still SMS messages trigger a noticeable, though smaller, rise in visits. And what are the next steps? Definitely towards automatic pollen monitoring, which will give us near real-time information and will really improve forecasting accuracy. And the first step that we did towards the future was to join the EUMETNet Auto Pollen program, which aims to grow the automatic pollen monitoring network across the whole Europe. To sum things up, what have we learned? Pollen information was accessed more frequently during the pollen season. A peak in pollen periods correspond with peaks in the number of registrations and website visits. SMS messaging has proven to be an effective tool for triggering immediate user interaction with the pollen forecast website, and a consistent increase in the number of users indicates a clear need for timely and reliable pollen information. Before I conclude, just a couple of key points to remember. Effective communication with end users is essential for both the service providers and the users. And I would also like to point out the concept of the exposome, which is defined as all the environmental factors we are exposed to through our lifetime and how they affect our health. And one of those factors is also airborne pollen, which plays an important role in respiratory allergies. So the future goal should be to use the new technologies to predict how air quality affects our health, considering all the components in the air. So thank you for your attention. For more information, these are our contacts. And just to end on a fun note, this is a picture taken under a microscope in this year's spring. We like to call it happy poplar, but I should add that poplar grains aren't usually this happy. This one just had some extra debris on the surface to make it look so joyful.